How's it? Today is Monday, February 10th. Got some Snatch stuff today. And today was difficult for a lot of reasons. I think the weight that I did for my Snatch balance was pretty up there. I don't know if I actually done any heavier than this. Maybe I've done the 125 in the past, but today I went to 123. I was trying to do 3 sets of one, but that first set was so hard, so I was like, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, so I moved on. And then I did my hang snatches this week. I didn't forget. I did my hang snatches doing triples up to 83. And I just did my top set there, and I was also just not feeling it. I think the theme of today was just not feeling it. And I don't think it's because I'm like physically tired or unable to lift. I'm just not all there like mentally. I think I'm just very burnt out from a lot of the things that are going on in my life. Most of it is due to work, but today was not. I didn't have any work today. Actually, it was really crazy. I was off of the restaurant and I didn't have any clients at the gym today. So here's my top set of 123 snatch balance. See here, it's like pretty stable overhead. Of course, I wish I got lower quicker on the way down, but the nature of it being that snatch balance, I wanted to make sure that I was still holding it overhead, and because it was so long overhead, the kind of the toll it takes on my body was a lot more than I expected it to be. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna push next week heavier or do the same weight next week again, or maybe switch to a different movement. But I really want to see if I can get to 130 with something like that. I think my best like snatch push press plus overhead squat is 130, something like that. And just getting it overhead and holding it is one thing, and then being able to overhead squat it, I think that's a lot easier overall than the snatch balance is. So maybe I'll get to do that next week. But as I was moving into my hang snatches today, I think a lot of things are just kind of being feeling like they're falling to the wayside. So I was just like, whatever. It's okay if I just do the one top set here and then move on from there. And yeah, that's basically what I did. And I don't know if that means I'm going to have to move to a different weight or different movement next week, different rep scheme next week, or keep the same weight again. Just like the snatch balance, I don't know what's going to happen next week. We'll see. I think for the snatch or the hang snatches specifically, I'm a lot better at hang snatch than I am with snatches off the ground. I'm a lot more consistent. So 83 for triples, I don't like I did the top set, and I don't even think that I would be struggling with 86 or 87 next week, even though I only did the one top set today. And maybe because of that, maybe I will push up next week, and we'll see. We'll see. I was trying my best to keep whatever I had in mind from Friday, or my start position, being a little bit more tilted forward and shoulders a little bit further over the bar, and kind of having my lower back be a little bit more extended, and then extending from there so that the bar is a lot closer overall. I think that is helping a lot. So that's the main kind of technique focus that I was feeling today. Here's my top set, my only set of 83. Like, look at how quick that is with the elbow turnover. That is like all that I'm trying my best to get, because I feel like I have a lot of really solid extension, and I feel like I'm plenty strong for most of the weight that I'm trying to lift. So yeah. After that, I did still want to make sure that I was doing all my pulls and the snatch remaining deadlifts properly. And so that's what I did. I did all 3 sets of this here. This is fairly heavy, 103. I think that my lower back starts to round a little bit in some of these. I'm looking at them right now. It looks not too bad, but definitely when I was going through the range of motion, it felt like my lower back was rounding. And so that is something I can definitely work on moving forward. I think me forcing this sort of range of motion and kind of getting stronger here is going to help me tremendously from the ground for all of my snatches moving forward. Oh yeah, look at how much I'm struggling there. So I'm pretty excited. I think in the past I used to be able to do RDLs with about a 110 or so pretty convincingly, and so getting back to that is a goal of mine. Yeah, this is the last set, and I'm already struggling on the second rep. It's good to know that like I'm looking at my lower back on all of those, and actually none of them really get into flexion, so that's good. They at worst get to neutral, and they stay there. So that is a positive. After that, I finished off with some pull-ups and my pal-off press just as normal. I really don't know what's going to happen next week for the Monday snatches, but I feel like I can increase the hang snatches themselves. I don't know about the snatch balance. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think also one thing I'm going to try in the coming weeks is try to have a little bit more kind of regimented hypertrophy movements towards the end of the sessions, and we'll see where that takes me. What that looks like is a little bit more emphasis on getting to closer to failure and stuff like that for my accessory type stuff. Even though that's not absolutely necessary for me and my goals, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.